Hi guys, and welcome to another episode in the Dreamworks Dragons Legends of the Nine Realms video playthrough. So this is the first video of the year, and I thought I'd do something different. As you can see, my dinosaur has changed. This is a piece of artwork that was made for me by my artist, and it's really nice, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm proud of what they've done. It's really, really cool. I do appreciate all the work that they've done. So let's just get into the game and start playing. So as you guys remember, when we was playing it last, we left off at the
Bio Realm.
Second to last level of the Bio Realm, and it is a interesting one. So we'll be getting into that real quick in a second. But thank you again for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit out the like button and subscribe and all that stuff. It really does help. And leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji, it really does help as well. So there is going to be some deaths in this because I did die, and I'm not going to edit them out because I wanted it to feel raw and realistic and lifelike with you. So I've enjoyed playing this game so far. It's a lot of fun. I do like the art style, and they've done a really good job of it. I do think that the art style for Thunder is very nice, and the way he plays is very, very cute. I do think that the way that each individual character reacts with the world, and some of the design choices are a bit weird. For example, this one is a bit odd for me. I don't think that Fault Ripper kind of meets with the design of the universe. I feel like it's a bit out of sync. It's just me. I don't feel like he's the right fit for the design aesthetic for the game. But I do like the fact that little ones kind of like shoot at him, and the way it's designed. Now this level is one of those side-scrolling ones where you have to make sure that the left side of the screen doesn't touch you, and it kind of hurts when those fires hit you. That's why with you collecting all the little crystals and the gems, whatever you want to call them, blue ones, the green ones through the Bio Realm, you're able to get yourself leveled up and stuff like that. You saw in the last, you'll see at the end of this, I do some powering up, and I've had a lot of fun with this. I really do think they've done a really good job with it. It's so much fun. I feel that the design style that they've gone for with the game is very well done, and it's in keeping with Dreamworks style, except for certain characters, obviously like Fault Ripper there. I don't think Fault Ripper was keeping with the design style of the Dreamworks way of creating the character. It doesn't look as animated as the rest of the world. He seems a bit too realistic. That's just my take on it. I obviously think that you guys could have a different opinion. I do think that they have nice art style overall, and the world's fun. And here I go dying. So the game does have a checkpoint system. For those who aren't aware, if you do die at certain points, you will hit an automatic checkpoint. It doesn't really notify you too much. You just find out as you play through. And yeah, I died, but it's just one of those. I was struggling with playing, and
that's a Fault Ripper.
My hands were fighting me a bit on this one.
Looks like this girl
So
is making the other
just to give you a little advance heads up, I'm having to record this audio separately because I kind of messed up when it came to the audio whilst I was recording it at the time of doing the gameplay, because I didn't check my OBS and I hadn't made sure that my microphone was still connected because I had a Windows update. And your Windows updates, they get me every time. Remember, sometimes I remember to check my OBS and I get a Windows update, and sometimes I don't. And this was one of those times because I've been running around the house and doing lots of things. Now, I think that they've done a very good job with the way that they approach the non-violence aspect of this, because as you know, this is an outright games product, and they published this, and I feel they did a very good job of keeping the game family friendly. because obviously it's set in the Dreamworks universe, so it's their IP, and it has to be family friendly. And that's not a bad thing. There are some great family friendly games out there, and you shouldn't limit yourself, I believe, and always have fun. And they've done a really good job with this one. I feel like this is definitely one that I would recommend to any fan of the Dreamworks universe of How to Train Your Dragon. They've done a very good job of it. I do like the way that you have to handle each individual outcome, and you can play through it with the younger audience with little to no difficulty. It does have an accessibility button in the settings of the options. I didn't really notice it doing anything. I do believe that it's kind of like a press the button once and it activates light, and then press it again to deactivate it, which does make it easier for people with disabilities. But I feel that having the accessibility menu tell you more of what you're doing would be better for me. That's just something that I'm talking about. I will cover that in a more detailed review of the game once we finish the playthrough. But I do intend on doing the full playthrough and then a review and my experience in the game as well, because I just want to make that as a full series of each individual game. And I hope that you guys will enjoy those as well. I would love all the constructive criticism that you guys can give. If you like the new dinosaur, the human suit look, there is a story behind it. For those of you who aren't aware of it, the story is that within my community, most people know that I don't go out of my house much because of my disabilities and the anxiety it causes. So we have this little inside joke that when I do have to leave the house, I have to put on my human suit, because we don't want to scare people with having a big dinosaur running around the world and making people think that dinosaurs aren't extinct anymore. So we have that little joke. Yeah, I died again. It's one of those, but it's just a little joke. So my artist came up with this design whilst working with me, and they did an amazing job, I feel. And they made a couple of different animations of it so I can make it cool for you when I'm talking on the microphone. That gives it a PNG tuber aesthetic, and so it makes it seem more engaging with you guys. Now obviously it's not for everyone. There are going to be people that don't like that style and think that it's too distracting. Well, it's just who I am. I don't do a camera. I feel that cameras cause me to have more ticks than ever, so I don't like the idea of using a camera. That's why I use an avatar PNG tuber, basically. That's the reason behind it. And I just wanted to share that for those who didn't know. We do also do streams and little short videos as well. We do have the shorts, the long form, and lives, so there is really lots of content you guys can check out on the channel. So when you do ring that bell, make sure you get all notifications so you can get every piece of content. Greatly appreciate when you guys do check out everything else we do. I do think that the way that they have created the interactions on this level is a lot of fun. Yeah, I did die from the time. That's a disability issue. I was fighting lots of ticks. I almost threw the control today. And it's a fun game overall. I've really enjoyed playing it, and I do have lots more to come. I have, obviously, you know that we have the Addams Family Mansion Mayhem series that we're doing at the moment, and I have a couple other games as well that they've given me that I do intend on covering as well. It's just time and being a carer for my partner and my son. I've got to do a balancing act and making sure that I can do everything for you guys. So that was the first level, and it was very, very simple. Even though I messed up twice, it was a lot of fun. I do think that they did a good job of it, and the final part of the video today is going to be the boss battle, and I feel that they did a very good job with the boss battle. It's a lot of fun. I did enjoy fighting it, and the mechanics behind it are simple and yet attainable for other players to use so that they can enjoy it. And I feel that by the time you get to this point
The beast.
on the level, you should make sure that you level up before you go into the fight. You don't have to, it's just my personal opinion. Always try and level up before boss battle because it makes it a little bit easier. Now, I always try and make sure I'm balancing
Thick skin,
the
hardened scales,
offensive and the
savage
defensive
breath,
aspect
sharper
of my
claws,
character.
quick feet.
Whenever
That
I
must feel
do
great
stuff
right
like
now.
this. Yes, I know I said do.
Speed train, static scale,
It's,
speed training,
yeah, I always
explosive
try and
uppercut,
make sure that
elemental
there is a
launch,
healthy balance between
higher
offensive
resistances to
skill
elemental attacks.
and defensive skill. So increasing health, increasing damage, try and keep those balanced as much as possible. That's my recommendation for any sort of RPG aspect of a game
Realm.
where you can level up your character. That's just a little helpful tip there from these tips of the day for you. Now, in my opinion on this boss fight, they did a very good job with creating a nice little environment for it to go down, and the cutscene's kind of fun. The little animations there of the wind and the gem breakers there kind of huddling away like, oh no, they're gonna get us. Here comes the bad guy. And you can see them all scared, shaking, and it's like, oh, sadness. So you want to help them.
The Fault Ripper has set
And
up her nest right on top of that gem
That's not good for them
So now
to
they're
have
trapped in there.
him to have
No
their
wonder
nest
they're
on
freaked
top
out.
of
Thunder
gem breakers because
understands.
they can't live
He's
like
missing
that.
his family too.
So
he's gonna
in
help free
true
the gem
hero
breakers trapped
fashion,
in the
we've come to
cave.
save the day. And I do like the way that the game has a fixed camera. It does make it a lot easier for younger gamers
Fault
and
Ripper's
even
just scared and
disabled
confused
gamers,
like
because we
everybody
don't have to
else.
worry about the
Her
need
world has
to
been turned upside down.
change the camera angle. So it makes it a lot easier for us to play and to have fun. And I do say, you guys, we have everything linked down in the description for you. We have social media, we have the Discord and the Gilded, and we also have links to other videos and stuff like that. There will be a card for you to get to the playlist, and in the end screen I will also leave one for you there, and it just helps you guys to know where to find it. My helpful tip on this one is when Fault Ripper does their attack, their big AoE attack, which is the one they're doing now, hide behind them, because it's not a very smart, intuitive AI. You just hide behind them.
Fault
And
Ripper
it
needs to
just
take a
does
rest
its
and fly away.
animation,
She's going
and
to
then it
recover.
flies off.
Thunder
So
has
it
to
makes
keep the
that
pressure
fight
on.
part of the fight a lot easier for younger gamers. So there's my second helpful tip of the video for you, and it will help you get through the fight a lot easier, especially if you're doing it co-pilot. And if you're doing co-pilot on the Xbox, which is a feature on the console, you can actually play the game two-player but as one person. So even though this is a single player game, you can play it two-player with a younger gamer by using the co-play feature, the co-pilot feature. You set up two controllers and you go into the settings and you turn on co-pilot. Co-piloting basically allows you to help someone who is less able-bodied play the game, or who's young enough to not have the best of fine motor skills, navigate certain aspects of the game. And I think that that is a key feature that more companies and more platforms should have. A co-pilot feature will always increase accessibility for all players, in my opinion. So I always say that that's a good thing in my book, and I would love to see more of that added in across all platforms, PlayStation, on PC and on Switch. But on the Xbox, it's a feature that's built into the console, and I definitely think that it's one of the best accessibility features that Microsoft have ever put into a console. It's just my favorite, because if I'm struggling or my partner is struggling to do something, we can work together, or my little boy is struggling. It just makes it that much easier to get through it together and to feel that connection of we did this together kind of thing. And that's really cool to have, you know? So we just beat the boss. The boss was quite easy to do, and the cutscene is
that
kind of
does it.
nice.
The Fault Ripper
It's
finally understands.
Basically,
She's gotta
you
find
telling
another spot to
Fault
build her
Ripper,
nest.
get the heck out of here. So off they go. They're going to go make a new nest spot. And this is where you get the next member of your party. You get a gem breaker, because obviously you've seen in previous episodes and earlier on in the episode, you'll see that there is a up, down, left, right feature on your controller where you can change to different characters. One of them being Plowhorn. Plowhorn is your gem breaker ally that you meet along the way, and each different biome that you're in will have a different ally that you will get to work with to help save the day. And I think that they've done a really good job with that, and I feel like it's really well done. That's just my opinion though. I know some people may have a difference of opinion. Let me know what you guys think though, if you think that they've done a really good job with that. I think that adding that in is always a great feature to add in, and it does help a lot more players get involved and have fun. So that was us completing the bio realm, which is the plant-based realm. The next realm that you'll see in the next episode will be the ice realm. But as always guys, I really do appreciate you being here. I really do appreciate you checking out the content. Really appreciate all the other content that you look at, the lives, the short form, and these, and there's all the other things that we've got on the channel, the reviews and reaction videos. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. This is the first video of 2023. Let me know what you think of me adding in the human avatar. Thank you very much for being here guys. As always, take care, be safe, be well, have fun gaming, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one guys. Bye.